So you're thinking moving to New Braunfels? Well, I have 7 reasons why you shouldn't move here, and make sure you stay tuned to number 7. Hello everyone, I'm Doug Vogel. I'm a real estate agent and a firefighter here in New Braunfels. If this is your first time visiting my channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button. I talk about anything from living here, working here, playing here, you name it, I'll cover it. So I get calls from people just like you all the time having questions or comments, concerns about New Braunfels. So if you have anything like that, make sure you reach out to me and call me, text me, whatever works best for you. So let's get started with number 1. All right, the first reason why you shouldn't move here is New Braunfels is growing, and it is growing so fast. So if you're not wanting to live in a town that's growing, then this is the wrong place for you. New Braunfels is just growing, especially on outskirts of town. People are moving here. Our economy is good. Lots of corporations are coming to this area and stuff like that. So, with the growth comes traffic, and it's just sometimes it's a mess around here. So if you like the small town feeling, New Braunfels is not it, because we're not going to be a small town for very long. When I moved here 17, almost 18 years ago, New Braunfels was small. It was about 35,000 people, and now we're right about 90,000, projected to be 100,000 by 2022. So, and it's going to keep on going. We have a lot of people coming from Austin, San Antonio, but also from all out of state. So if New Braunfels, if you're just wanting that small town feeling, it's still small town feeling right now. It's not going to stay that way. So it's definitely a reason why some people aren't moving here. They want to go further out, which I get, and I don't blame them. They just want that small town feeling, but just not having to deal with the hustle and bustle. The second reason that you may not want to live here is due to the traffic. With all the growth that's coming here, brings the traffic. Now, we don't have traffic like some of your major cities like Austin and even sometimes San Antonio, but we do have a lot of traffic, and the city's trying to keep up with the roads, but it's not happening. There's certain areas of town that you definitely want to avoid during the day. One area is Highway 46 South, like you're head towards Seguin from 35. This area can get backed up in the mornings and evenings, especially coming into town from Seguin. So this area, you can expect at least a 10 to 15 minute wait. Depends on where you are on 46 South coming into 35 or towards 35. So that can be frustrating. You just have to take that into effect for your drive time and getting around town. Another area that's really congested that the city and state are trying to work on is towards our target. It's Creekside area development. This area can, again, get backed up, and it can take you 10 minutes easily to get from your target and some of your shopping centers to 35. So, and there's really no way around it. So like I said, the state, they're doing construction up there right now, trying to alleviate that and put in some other measures, but at this time it's a mess. One additional area is Highway 46 West on the west side of town, coming into town in the mornings and stuff. This is a 4-lane road, 2-lane coming in, and it can start to back up a little bit. It does move better than other parts of 46, like I've mentioned, but it's still, there's a lot of traffic coming in from the Texas Hill Country and Bulverde and Spring Branch and all that, and coming into New Braunfels to work. So that's definitely a negative, and one reason you may not want to live here is traffic, and it's just honestly going to get worse as New Braunfels keeps growing. We're going to get more and more traffic here. So definitely a reason why you may not want to live here. One additional reason why you may not want to live here is the weather. New Braunfels and this part of Texas gets hot during the summertime. And some people say, oh, it's not too bad. Well, it does. It gets hot. And in the summer, anywhere from like, say, May through at least the most part of September, the temperatures can be 90s even into hundreds almost every day, and that gets, over time, it'll beat you down a little bit. So in the evenings, the temperatures will get down into the 80s, low to mid 80s or so, in the summertime. But during the day, don't be surprised that the temperature will be 100 plus for weeks on end. So, and dry, no rain, and so then we have droughts, and it's just sometimes it gets pretty miserable. And the humidity can get up there as well, which increases the heat index, and it makes it feel even worse than it really is. So during the winter time, yes, we'll get a couple of little cold snaps, but for the most part, winter's not bad here. It can be a little cool for a month or two. So if you're wanting an area that has 4 seasons, Braunfels is not it. We pretty much go from summer to a couple weeks of winter, and then a little bit of spring and back to summer. So it gets hot here and stays hot here. Now in Braunfels we have lots to do during the summertime to help cool you down, but if you're not into water sports and or water activities, stuff like that, then Braunfels may not be the place for you. So it's a great place to live, but it's not for everyone. One thing I hear quite often from people that are moving here is the lack of diversity for food. We have pretty much 2 types of food. We have barbecue and we have Mexican food, which honestly are 2 of my favorites, but sometimes you want something else other than that. And yes, we do have some Italian place and some other places like that, but for the most part, your choices are Mexican food or barbecue. We do have some pretty good hamburger places here in town as well, but that's just one thing, is that we're not very diverse on the types of food that we have here. We have some of your fast food chain restaurants that are here, but it's just at this time, the Braunfels is growing, and so eventually that'll change. But at this time, you don't have a whole lot to choose from. All right, number 5 is the political environment here in New Braunfels. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on this. I'm not here to talk politics or anything else, but for the most part, Texas is known as a red state. New Braunfels kind of follows along with that, but over time that may be changing, and same with Texas as well. So it's I'd be glad to talk to people about things like that, but it's just I don't take a stand either way, and I just want to let you know that for the most part, Texas and New Braunfels is leaning towards the red, but that could always change. So it's just definitely one thing that you need to know. Some people are anti-red or anti-black. It just depends on which party you want to be in. It's just like I said, I'm not going to spend much time on it. It's just one thing that you need to know, and before you live here, and it may be a reason why you don't want to live here. Okay, number 7, this is what you've been waiting for the whole time, is why you don't want to move to New Braunfels, why it may not be the right place for you. Well, New Braunfels is super friendly, and you can go anywhere and people will wave at you or say hi to you at the parks. Just if you're one of those that you just want to live in your own area, which I get, not everybody's a people person, or just not everybody wants to be around others. New Braunfels may not be the place for you then. You go into town, your odds of seeing somebody that are pretty good, especially going to the grocery stores, H-E-B, stuff like that. You'll see people, and it's just one of those things that if you're moving to an area of New Braunfels and you're not really want to see people, then this may not be the place for you. Now you can go out towards out west, where you can get some bigger acreage and away from people, and that's okay. But Braunfels is a friendly place, and that's what is making it grow so fast here, is that it's just a great town and great place to be at. But again, it's not for everyone. So definitely 7 reasons why you may not want to live here, and but New Braunfels is a great town. Okay, I've given you 7 reasons why you shouldn't move here or live here in New Braunfels. And for some people, those are deal breakers, and others they're not. So if you're thinking of moving here or living here in New Braunfels and you have questions or concerns, make sure you reach out to me. Call me, text me, whatever works best for you, and I'd be happy to get back with you about anything like that. So like I said, New Braunfels is a great place to be. It's super friendly and we welcome the growth. And so if you have anything I can help you with, please let me know, and I'll see you on the next video.